Okay, Vicky, I was about to go to sleep, but after listening to this sweet
Thank
love,
you, Sweetie Love, for becoming a super fan.
this love wanting thing between you and Dark Mind, where he's giving you soft questions and switching from the topic to the usual Christian bashing that you guys only know. So, I'll ask you the hard questions, and I hope you'll actually give me a straight answer. So, my first question, Vicky, what exactly is atheism?
The lack of a belief in a God.
Okay. The lack of a belief in a God. Is it the lack of belief in Yahweh?
In a God. Yahweh is a God. Yeah.
Okay. In a God is one thing, in Yahweh is another. If I say I lack belief
Is
in
Yahweh
people,
God? If Yahweh
wait a
is a God,
second.
yes.
Wait a second. Listen. If I say I lack belief in people, that's one thing. If I say I lack belief in Vicky, it's another. So bearing in mind that Yahweh is a specific, right? In general, atheism is a lack of belief in deities. Yeah.
If Yahweh is a deity, then if Yahweh is a deity, then yes.
Vicky,
Atheism is the
okay.
lack of belief in
Is
Yahweh.
Yahweh the only deity in the world?
Nope.
Okay, so when you're talking about deities, I notice you only conveniently mention Yahweh or Allah. So tell me, in African society, particularly in yours, did they have deities?
No, they don't.
They don't have deities in your... Where are you from?
I'm from an Igbo girl.
Okay, deities in Igbo land. So Igbo land has no deities, right? Is that your point?
Nope, I don't know of any.
Okay, just because you don't know don't mean that they don't exist. So let me rephrase the question for you. Do you know of any deities in Igbo land?
Nope, I don't know.
So your lack of knowledge of deities, does that mean deities don't exist in Igbo land? Or you're just ignorant of them?
It could mean it doesn't exist. It
No.
It does.
If I don't know something, I cannot say it doesn't exist. So I'll give you a couple of deities for you to ponder on. Okay?
Okay.
Chukwu, Allah, Amadioha, Anyanwu, Ikenga, and Agu. Are they deities or they're not deities?
Anyanwu is son.
But are they deities or not?
Amadioha is a river. This is crazy.
Amadioha is thunder and justice. Allah, earth goddess of morality, fertility. Amadioha, thunder and justice. Anyanwu, sun. Ikenga, strength, achievement. And Agu, divination and health. I am looking it up. Obviously, I'm not an Igbo person. No, but then you are just ignorant. And you said there are no deities in Igbo land.
That's your problem right now.
Okay, Vicky, don't switch the engagement, okay? You said there's no deities in Igbo land. You just don't know they are, but they are, okay? So, is atheism alien to African culture?
Nope, it's not.
How do you know that?
Just like I said, we have billions of people.
Do you have... Okay, there's billions of Africans, yeah?
Yeah, if you have people who believe...
There's billions of the peoples in the world. I get that, okay? So where's your evidence that atheism was a thing in Africa?
I just told you. There are people who do not believe in the concept of God. There are people who just...
Who are they?
Human beings, Africans.
No. You're claiming there are people who don't believe in gods, yeah? What's the percentage of people who don't believe in gods in Africa?
I don't know, no.
Okay.
I don't know the percentage. Maybe we can look it up.
Okay. Perhaps take a few minutes to look it up.
I don't have the energy.
Okay.
I just don't know. You can look it up yourself.
Okay. All right. You don't have the energy. Perhaps you don't have the moral fiber to look it up. You just want to just say something and then switched engagement to your favorite topic.
It has nothing to do with.
Why are you an atheist?
It has nothing to, because I can.
Okay.
I can actually be an atheist. I have the balls, but you don't.
Okay. You have the balls to be an atheist. You also have the balls to be someone who believes in a God. So what's the difference? It's a free world. People can choose what they want. So I'm asking you, why did you choose to become an atheist? It's something
Because
I would like to know.
Choose. Because I can choose to be.
That's not an answer.
And
That's just an evasive answer.
I exercise my options. The reason is because I have the ability to exercise my options.
Okay, fine. Were you a Christian before you became an atheist?
I was an atheist before I became a Christian, and then I turned back to an atheist. Yes.
Okay, so you were an atheist once, then you became a Christian. Why did you become a Christian?
Because I was born in a Christian home.
But you were born in a Christian home, then you became an atheist. Which came first?
I just told you, atheist, Christian, then atheist.
Which came first? Because you said you were born in a Christian home. So which came first?
What do you mean, which came first?
Okay, you were born as a little baby, yeah? As a little child, were you atheist? Okay. At what age were you an atheist?
Age 0.
Okay, so when you were age 0, you'd have been taken to church by your parents if you were born in a Christian home. Is that fair to say?
Yep.
Okay, so when you were age 0 and you were not old enough to know what was going on, you would have been going to church singing Christian songs. Is that fair to say?
I don't think I was able to talk basically when I was age 0.
Okay, but then when you were 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you know what I'm trying to mean here.
What are you saying, Bonzo?
Okay, it's simple. You were first a Christian, then you became an atheist, then you became a Christian again, then you became an atheist. That's the sequence that I can see based on what you said, because you said you grew up in a Christian home. So it is reasonable to expect that in you as a Christian home, you'd go to church, you do Christian things, then you get to an age where you could decide for yourself and you said, you know what, this ain't for me, right? Then you became an atheist. And then at some point in time, you switched again. So tell me, why did you switch from atheism to Christianity again?
Basically, I didn't switch. I mean, I switched. Okay. My parents did make me.
All right. So let's go in your own words. Tell us from age 0. Did you go to church with your parents? As far as you were told. Okay. What about 1 to 5 years old?
Maybe.
Okay.
Probably.
So it's a very high probability, right? Mm-hmm. So in church you would have sang the songs. I don't know why
you're burning your time to calculate my life.
Vicky, I'm engaging you. Just answer my questions, please, because that's what you like to do when it's.
But I'm answering you. I said I was born
I get it. I understand. So just let me know.
I was born
let's finish. No. You're not going to derail it, okay? I know what you're doing. I see your games.
How am I derailing it? I'm trying to explain to you again because I think maybe you did not understand.
Let us carry on. No, I'm establishing. You said you were first an atheist, then you became a Christian because you were born in a Christian home. I'm trying to establish that fact. So, you were first a Christian, then you became an atheist, then you became a Christian again. So let's talk about that. From atheist to Christian. Why did you switch from atheism to Christianity?
My parents made me switch, though. I told you I was born in a Christian home. I asked them, why did you make... I was a child. I was not the one making decisions for myself.
Vicky,
my parents were making the decisions
Vicky, but you were able to switch from Christianity to atheism. Your parents didn't force you then. You were able to switch from Christianity to atheism.
It was more of an influence.
But you were able to switch from Christianity to atheism. You were able to become an atheist, correct?
My parents enabled it. I was
Your parents
able because my
enabled you to be an
parents
atheist.
to be a Christian.
Vicky, listen to my question. Listen, I'm not, you just want to cause fight. I'm not trying to fight you here.
I'm not fighting you. I'm
I'm
fixing your
trying
time
to
because your time is
establish.
burning. I think you
I'm
don't have any
trying
other
to.
question.
That's fine. I'm aware of how many
I'm
minutes I've
pretty sure
got.
you have no other question. That's why you're just whiling away your time.
Wait a minute. From Christian to atheist, you became an atheist as a child or a young person, correct?
I was you saying I became like I was born an atheist. I was born without a religion, right? I was born without a belief of any form, right? Then my parents, they were Christians, right? So while growing up, they took me to church, they influenced me, they taught me about God. From there, I started believing in a God, right? It was not
Yes.
an automatum, it was a process. It was,
Yes.
again, now I grew up and I started reasoning, started questioning, and
Then you
then
became an atheist.
yes.
Then you became a Christian after being an atheist.
How? I'm still an atheist, Bonzo.
Okay, so then you
On my way to being a
misrepresented the
Muslim.
situation. That's fine. You said you were an atheist first, then you became a Christian. I'm only going by your own words. That's why I'm trying to establish it. But obviously, it's too hard for you to answer that. So let's move on. Okay? Now, let's
Abi, it's
move
too
on.
hard for
Let's
you to
move on.
grasp.
Let's move on. Okay? Let's move on. You're an atheist today. You like to always ask for evidence. Okay, so in ancient African culture, show me something that tells me that there were atheists there, other than suppositions. Because I did look to see. You see, when I asked this question, I've done my research. So please give me something that I can go and look on and say there were atheists in African cultures in antiquity. Go on.
I don't know what you want me to show you. I just told you.
Okay, so do you have any evidence that shows there were atheists in African cultures in ancient times?
What
If
the
you don't, you
heck?
can just say, I don't have any. That's fine.
Bozo.
Just answer
There
the
are
question.
billions. There are
Just answer
billions of
that's a
Africa, and I'm
supposition.
answering the
Just answer the
questions
question.
now.
No, do you have any evidence you can show me? That's the question, not can you
Igbo
tell
people
me
did
if
not
there were?
have the part of Igbo. The part
I
of
will keep asking till you answer. Do you have
the part of
any
Igbo.
evidence that
The part of
shows
Igbo.
me
The
there
part
were
of Igbo.
atheists
The
in
part of
African
Igbo. The
traditions and
the
cultures?
the
Let me
the.
step. Let me step in. Let me step in before people start sounding like a broken record here. You understand? The question is straightforward. Evidence or no evidence? If you don't have evidence, you say, "Oh God, today I no get evidence. Let me go and look for it." Simple.
I'm telling him he doesn't want to listen. I'm telling him that
You are not.
the part of Igbo I came from, they did not have a God. They believed in.
Vicky, clean your ears. Do you have any external evidence shows to me in your culture they were atheists? Give me so I can go and look it up. That's the
Go and browse it
question.
now. Okay. Just ask Google. Ask your Google.
Okay.
Are you telling us that you are sending us to Google? You're
Exactly,
welcome.
host. This is what they do.
How is Google
By
not
the
my
same
source?
measure that you judge
Nick,
religious
you don't have
people,
an evidence. Bonzo did a good
Oh,
job
there's
there.
an evidence.
Mr.
You
Bonzo,
can
your
just
argument doesn't make sense
host,
according to Angle. Continue.
host. That's my evidence. It cannot be proven enough to you, but that's not my problem.
you have not shown me anything. So on
It's
that
my
basis, I'm going.
evidence. Google
It's
is
not
my
any
evidence. You
evidence.
can choose not to take it, Bonzo.
You haven't shown me anything. Anyhow, let's move on. I got one last thing to say. So, Vicky, next time you come to engage with a believer, I'm going to ask you to remember your words today, because the same
And what's my
measure
word?
that you used to snake from answering questions is what you're going to get. Thank you.
All
I
right,
answered
thank
your
you.
question. Host,
didn't.
Vicky, you see,
host,
let me
I
step
don't
in
like
there.
this thing now, host. Oh, did I not answer his questions?
He did not answer. He asked you for an evidence.
Wow.
You say you should go to Google. You should go to Google and do what? I'm asking, is he engaging Google?
Exactly. As if I didn't Google before.
Yeah.
Okay,
You see,
he wants a
today,
book.
Vicky, don't worry. Don't worry.
That's
What
okay.
does he want
This
now?
It's
What's
the same
evidence now? He
way
wants a
they
Bible
ask
now.
Christians for evidence. That's the same thing I asked them and they failed. All right, Vicky, we shall remain friends after this. Have a good
Bonzo, go
one.
ahead. I gave you evidence. You don't want to
Had a
take
go
it. That's
sleep.
your
No, you
problem.
didn't. Even host the judge, our humble host, who's the judge and the final adjudicator here, has
No,
ruled
host
against
is
you.
not humble this time. Host, I think, is humble.